It's Ducky to Tommy Dustbin, people. And you'll know because the Boston have done is this jingle. Listen to this.
It's a full Dougie, it's atomic dustbin. So let's turn on the show, yeah. Underground music never sounds so good. Yeah. Kirk and Janice are playing what'll grab us, so try not to spill your tea, yeah. Underground music never sounds so. Underground music never sounds so good.
This is Kate Bush. Who the fuck is Kurt Pickstone?
Hey, who the fuck's Kate Bush? No one gives a shit. Anyway, people, it's on screen now at Didion. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing wonderful, Kirk. How are you doing?
I'm sound, mate. It's been a minute, hasn't it? It's been a while since we chatted.
Yes, it has. Last time I was here was concentration.
Yeah, and that brilliant. Yeah. Love that. The video. People go and check some of this stuff out afterwards. Go and check Edidion on YouTube, all the socials. Yes. That was a great track, and just for a bit of context for people, he did that with his classmates or his cohorts from college, uni.
Yeah.
And it was brilliant, mate. It was lovely, and looked like everyone had a blast on that, and it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So you've decided to release an EP?
Yes, I have.
Right. What was the madness behind that, though? What did you decide?
Because I definitely went through madness. You know what it was? It was actually birthed from heartbreak and just going through different situations in my personal dating life, and also on my journey as an independent artist. It's not always sunshine and roses. There are bumpy parts to it, and I think I just went through just a period where I felt really stagnant, and I felt like I was working really, really hard and doing the best I could, but I just felt like I was going nowhere. So I felt like when you combine feeling stagnant in your career and being hurt by people that you're dating and not having the best dating situation, I think it sort of knocked me out. And I definitely went through depression and a very dark period. And what actually brought me out of that dark place was going back to the studio and writing songs about what I was actually going through, because I was already working on the EP last year, and I was gonna come out with all these club songs and these up-tempo songs, but I felt like this time around, why not write about what I'm going through? Because there are so many people out there going through the same thing I'm going through, so why not just empower others?
Yeah. No, you're right, and it's life, isn't it? It's growing up. It's coming from adolescence to, and we go through this. And
absolutely,
I don't know. You know, I've not been around you for a long period of time, but from the interactions with you and seeing what you're doing on social media, you seem like a lovely guy. Do you know what I mean? You seem open, you seem loving, and I can't understand why someone would want to ghost you. And it just shows even very talented. Handsome, good looking, whatever how you want to say it, can still get ghosted. So people, if it happened to him, it happened to you. So don't worry about it. And it's part of life. Move on. And sometimes that happens, doesn't it? You know, people come into our lives and they're not right for us for whatever reason. They might come in for the wrong reason, and then they move on, and it's sad and it hurts us. But I'm a firm believer of experience, and what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and it changes in development. And guess what it's produced? It's ended up producing a banging album from that heartache and misery, hasn't it?
Exactly. And I felt that when I write songs about things that everyone goes through, people can connect to it more. And I chose to turn my pain into purpose and write songs that are just relatable. And there's a song on my EP called Phoenix, and that song is about me. It basically details the actual moments I felt depressed, why I felt depressed, but I decided to turn the song around and empower other people and say, you know what, even though you're going through really bumpy moments and a dark period, just hold on. I promise things will get better. So I just wanted to motivate people with this one, and of course make people dance at the same time. So yeah.
Right, yeah, I love it, man. And that track I'll talk about that one you just mentioned, but that one, Ghosting Me, love that. Starts off, hooks you straight away. Not a negative thing, but it also had that Craig Davis kind of vibe with it from the start. Love that. But it's good you share it because, unfortunately, people don't realise, or when they're going through what they're going through, whatever it is, they think they're only the only one in the world that's going through it. No one else can. I won't even talk about. There's a certain person that I know, and oh, you don't know how it feels. Yes, I do. You can't. I can't possibly feel how I feel. I'm like, yes, I do. It's going to get better. Things will change. You know, you've been in a bad relationship. That relationship's ended. You feel like, you know, it's like grief. It's like bereavement. But actually, in another few years' time, you'll come out the other side and go, thank goodness for that, you know, because you know, you've not cemented it with any kids and all that sort of stuff. So it's good. What's Mantra say? Most of our first album was written about the same sort of feelings. We can empathise with Edidion. So it's never, and I think that's when tracks or music is very powerful, when it's come from us. Not, oh, let's write a track about this. When it's come from here, rather than oh, let's put some words down. There's more feeling to it, and I think people genuinely can hear it. So well done, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, we dropped the link to Phoenix, Edidion's EP Phoenix. So what have you been up to? So we've got the new album, people, the new EP. Go and check it out. So what have you been doing since then? So we've obviously gone through a heap load of crap. So what are you doing now? You still studying, or is that finished? You moved on? Where are you now?
I have graduated from university, so I'm very proud of that. And right now, I'm just focused on promoting Phoenix and getting it out there, and just doing my best to network and build my brand and boost my audience, and you know, connect. And hopefully, I can do a concert at some point and travel all across the UK and share Phoenix, because that's the goal for me, is to just reach people worldwide and connect with people worldwide, you know, not just in one area.
Yeah.
So I'm just building right now.
Yeah, and you do it right. You know, I have to see all the time coming up on social media and your clips, and all your training's coming, because you normally, you know, your graphics, your photographs, you know, your poses, the way you dress, it's all up there. I love it. I love it. So people, check him out, and if you're wondering why you're not getting, go and see what he's doing, and well, have a chat with him, or take some cues from it. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's important, though, isn't it? Image is important. I know this is not the best looking thing in the world, but you know, I've thought about a bit of lighting and different bits and bobs, so it works for me for now, and I'll change it as we move on. So there you go. But if you're passing through the Midlands, pop in. Yeah,
I'll come down there.
Pop in and have a coffee or something, and we'll look after you. Whatever else you drink, I don't know. If you drink, you can have a drink, so it's not a problem to me. It's great, wonderful. So, are you working, or are you just focusing on this? You focused on your craft?
Both. I'm trying to juggle both, which is very difficult. It's very time consuming, but when it comes to music, it's a passion I've had since I was born. It's something I can't run away from. So I'm juggling work and other things that are mundane. I will always try my best to be creative and just share my gift and connect with other people. And just to everyone listening, when you listen to Phoenix, there are songs on there for everybody, for every type of mood and vibe. And it's not all about sad stuff. There are some party songs in there, like Get Wild is a really fun club song. So it's a vibe. Just press play and just groove.
Oh, we'll have to get that on Eddie's Thursday show, because on a Thursday Eddie does a dance mix, so we'll get him to play that. And I think, well, I've got a new podcast I'm starting off. I'll invite you onto that, and that'll be a long format, so we could talk about all sorts of stuff. We talk about your music, talk about whatever you want to talk about, and I'll have some topics and questions and things like that. So that's going to be, I think that'll be good, because I'd like to delve a bit deeper. Do you know what I mean? I know we've talked to you a couple of times, but I'd like to delve a bit deeper. And I think it'd be interesting to get your perception on the world and things and whatever, as well as music. Yeah. So you've not told us your job yet, have you? Sort of shied away from that. What are you doing for work?
Well, actually, fun fact, I'm actually quite qualified in like business admin and marketing and office management and IT and things. So that's pretty much been my job for the past like 5 to 8 years, just doing the office thing. It's not fun, But hey, I can do it.
I know I've done it, mate. I used to run big operations with hundreds of people, and I tell you what, it's a nightmare. Oh, unbelievable! But it's good because a bit like some of the stuff I'm doing and riding motorcycles, it funds my passion, and that's funding your
Yeah,
passion. And then it means you don't have to stress about, oh, I'm not selling any tickets, or I'm not getting
yeah.
any, you know what I mean, not making any money out of it. You can
That's a
put,
part of it.
yeah. Yeah, I think it's what a lot of people do, and it's great. And you can do it one or two ways, can't you? You can go all in and risk it
Yeah.
all and go for it and hopefully make something, or fund it and just see where it goes. And I think that's probably the less stressful way of doing it and a safer way, because at least you've got some money coming in, so you can feed
Yeah.
yourself and clothe yourself, haven't you? That's what I mean.
Yes.
Right, have we got any questions, anybody? Anyone got any questions for Didion? So you
So,
definitely need to go and check it out.
Nick's.
So on the old socials, it's all Edidion, isn't it? Everywhere. It's
Yeah.
not, yeah,
Yeah.
nothing weird and wonderful like some people do. I can't get Mixcloud back up. We'll get that back in a minute. Yeah, absolutely wonderful, mate. It's wonderful. Oh God, I'm trying to get to the chat again. I don't know what's happening, if it's my internet, but it's gone rather slow. It's not. It's not
Hi,
reboot. It's not
hey,
rebooted.
how are
Hey,
you?
are you waving at?
Janice.
Oh, Janice, yeah, awesome. She's awesome, and she comes over and pesters us once a year for Dougie Fest. So she'll be over again. She's already counting the days down till she's in May next year. So which would be great. Oh, we're back. I've got it back now. Yeah, she's great, Janice, and she does a lot for us. Any gigs coming up? She says.
Yes, in fact, after I finish with you guys, I have a show in Camden actually. So yes, we'll have one today. I have one on Saturday. I have one next week. So yes, I'm always around London singing and dancing.
Yes, we know. So I've got a couple of questions here. Doing self-production. So do you just do your own production, or someone else producing it for you?
It's a mix of both. Like on some of the songs, I would produce with the producer. So I would be in the studio and I would say, okay, I want the strings here. Can you add some drums here? This is the tempo I want, and so forth and so on. So it's a it's a team effort, really. So
Mm.
yeah.
Now, Lele Records, their record label in Guernsey, and they always ask the most intelligent questions, and this is a cracker. It says, what is his favourite extinct animal?
Oh wow.
Yeah, isn't that good, that? I like that. We're going to write that down. That needs to be a regular question, that.
I like that question. I've never been asked that, and I don't think I've heard that question asked before. It's quite good. I'm not sure if this counts, but I'm gonna say the Phoenix.
Well, why not? I'll tell you what I like what you've done in there. Marketing, you weave your own stuff back into the question. Very political. We love it. I love that. And that is an interesting question. So people out there on Mixcloud or listening rerun, what's your favourite extinct animal? I think that's a really interesting question, isn't it? What is it? You know what I mean? It's because the thing is, you start thinking of two spring to mind straight away for me, and then on
Dinosaur.
to, well, no, the mammoth, your woolly mammoth, yeah, and the dodo.
Yes, the dodo.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
they're just the ones that spring to mind, because that's all I can remember from being a kid at school is extinct animals. The dodo. I think the dodo got extinct, didn't they? Because they were eating it. Isn't that the one that they all found it and thought it was really nice, and they were just cooking it? And I'm sure I might have made that up, but I'm sure it's something like that. Dodos tasted that nice, they ate them all.
Wow. So they came extinct. Wow. Well,
I think that's what it was. I'm not sure. Where we go? On average, what are the Gregory. I think that's one of our guys. They're in Brazil. That's
oh wow.
yeah. My brain's like a sieve tonight. I've been working, so my brain's so. They are from Janison, man. What band they're from? Says here. What's the question? It was a comment or a question, so we'll take it as that way. It says, oh, I can't even bloody find it now. It says, what is the cost to produce? On average, what are the financial costs to produce music in this style?
Wow. If I have to give you guys a figure of how much this whole project cost me, definitely over 2 grand.
Yeah, for the
Very
album.
expensive.
For the album, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely costs a lot more when you have producers make the beats for you, like custom
Yeah.
made. Because sometimes us artists, we can like lease beats online, like ready-made beats. But when you're actually having a producer build one for you, it costs a lot of money. So yeah, and again, going back to Phoenix, this is one of the things that sort of had me down was, in moments where I'm sure everyone like in business or whatever, like when you invest so much money and so much dedication into something and you don't quite see the results initially, it can really do a number on you.
I know.
People
I
say
know.
don't give up, but it's really hard sometimes.
No,
It's
it
really
is
hard.
because we do. It's a bit like we're doing this, right? I put a post on today, and it was about the ball stand doing the graphics for us and the music, and it means so much that they've took the time, energy, and effort to go and have that produced for me, and the graphic. I mean, that is absolutely wonderful, yeah. And you sometimes think, why am I doing this? And stuff like that happens. You think, that's why I'm doing it, because I'm actually, something's going on. But it's a bit like us with Dougie Fest. Dougie Fest last year, I think I roughly estimate it cost us about £3,000, three and a half grand to put Dougie Fest on. You know what I mean?
Wow.
We got a couple of £100 off some sponsors, but that's what it cost us to put that event on. Some of that was equipment, some of that was for the food and the bands and all that sort of stuff. So I've started this year saving up for that, and I know I'm probably going to have to spend something like that again next year with no expectation of any return from it. Do you know what I mean? It's like going into the casino with £3,000 and going, I'm not coming out until I lose it all anyway. So why don't I say? Do you know what I'm saying? But I think you're doing it because I'm just going to presume. I'll tell you why I'm doing this. I think someone needs to do it. So why not be me? And if we're going to do it, let's do it right. Let's do it to the best of our abilities. Let's have fun doing it. And if we don't make any money, guess what? We might have affected someone, and in the process, we've had a load of fun doing it. So, yeah. So,
And I agree 100%. And I think going into making Phoenix, I told myself, you know what, I'm not going to worry about the numbers or anything like that. I had fun making Phoenix. I enjoyed the process. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters to me. And hopefully people just connect with the music. And I feel like once I reset my mindset, things start looking better. So I agree with you 1,000%. Well said.
wonderful. Yeah, I know. Well, someone said last week, it was like, when I interviewed him, it was like having a psychiatric, what's the name? Like a therapy session. So
Counselling.
everyone thinks I'm stupid, but I just make them think I just portray this stupidness so people think I leave me alone. So, because my niece says to me, Uncle Kirk, you're crazy. I went, am I? Yes, you are. I says, maybe I'm just pretending to be crazy so everyone leaves me alone, love. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So that's what it's all about. Anyway, I'm gonna have to cut you free, fella, because I've got another interview coming up shortly. Is there anything I've not asked you what to get over? You're obviously promoting Phoenix, which is your EP. Is there anything else you want to promote? Anything we've not talked about you want to throw out there?
No, I think you've covered everything. Guys, check out Phoenix EP. It's on all platforms, and send me a DM or message if you like the songs. And thank you to Kirk and the whole Dougie Stone team for your constant support. I really appreciate you guys, and I will always come back to Dougie Stone, whether I'm big, small, medium. I'll always come back to Dougie Stone.
And I appreciate that. And lots of artists say, from me starting off, how can we, we can't thank you enough. And I always say this to everyone, if everyone's listening, when you're on the O2 or you're doing some big stage and you hear this knock on the dressing room door, you better frigging open it, because I'm coming in.
I will.
That's
How
what
did
I
you
want.
get? I'm joking, but I'll open the door for you.
Behind stage, green room, charts, all that sort of stuff. That'd be mecca. And then people go, how does Kurt get in behind there with a Didion? What's going on? How does he know him? There you go. Look back at the history. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Janice is going to go absolutely off a rocker. You've spoke loads about Phoenix, and as a tribute to you, my friend, and for your ongoing success, hopefully someone out there will appreciate you and look after you and love you as much as you're going to love them. I'm going to play Phoenix. And until next time, my friend, take care, yeah?
Goodbye.
When you fall and feel defeated,
There you go,
rise
people.
up like a phoenix.
See you later, man.
Bye.
Life's a roller coaster. Sometimes you feel like a winner.